Now, I'm making this video because I just feel like I have to talk about Anthony Davis joining the Dallas Mavericks. Obviously, I already talked about Luka. I mean, that's just sad to see. I mean, they didn't tell him he was getting traded. It's not like he went to the front office. They just offered him up. I already explained this in my last video about him. But now I want to talk about AD being on the Mavs. I mean, AD, he did ask to play with a big. Now he's playing with Daniel Gafford, Derek Lively. Those are two guys who I think could play the center position while he plays power forward. And he could be at the best of his ability. But I'm really happy Anthony Davis, he got what he wanted because he really did want to play with a center. He felt like that was the best version of himself when he's at the power forward position. And now in Dallas, he's back at that position. And we're going to see how good he really is at this position. But now I want to talk about AD and Kyrie. These are two guys who, me personally, I don't think they could be number one options on the championship team. I think these are second options. Kyrie last year next to Luka, he looked like a great second option. He really was. There were times where even you could say Kyrie was playing better than Luka. I mean, I would never say that, but fans out there would tell you that. Luka, he's a really great player as well, and I just still can't believe the Mavs would let go of that. I just don't get it. I still don't. I don't. But AD and Kyrie, this duo, I never thought this duo would even happen. I really don't know who's the best player on this team. It could be either one of them. AD, I would probably lean towards more. I think he was a top 10 player this year. You could even argue he's top 5 this year. Who knows? Kyrie, he also has been well since Luka has been out. He's been having to carry the load. But now that these two are on the same team, the goal for the Mavs right now is to win a championship. Because if they don't win a championship this year, it's going to look bad. It's going to look worse than it already is. And the only reason I say this and the only reason I think it's going to look bad for the Mavs if they don't win a championship in the next 2 years is because Luka was their future. He's their future. You just don't trade a player like Luka. Anthony Davis and Kyrie, this is just, I don't know, man. They can try. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try to win the championship, but these are not two players that are first options. Like, neither one of them I don't think are first options right now. I really just don't think that. Anthony Davis neither. He's not. He could be a top 10 player, but I don't think he's a first option. I just don't think that. That's just personally me. But yeah, everything I'm saying right now, don't let this take away from the fact that Dallas, they have a pretty good team right now. And they could possibly finish as like the 5th or 4th seed, depending on how good this team is and how far they go. Because they still have guys like PJ, Clay, Spencer Dinwiddie. Like, they have a lot of good role players. I already mentioned Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford. Like, I already mentioned these guys. And now Kyrie and AD around all these role players. Who knows how far they can go. But I just don't think this team wins them a championship. And trading AD for Luka, like, that's just still mind-blowing to me. You just don't do that. Luka was a franchise player. Giannis is a franchise player. Jokic is a franchise player. You do not trade those players. You don't trade those players. And the Mavs, that's what they did. That's what they did. And they're trying to tell us defense wins championships because we all know defense wins championships. We all know that. But Luka, being one of the top 5, 10 best offensive players in NBA history, you guys just say, you know what? Defense wins championships. Luka's a top 10 offensive player. But you know what? Let's get Anthony Davis. Let's get Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis, he's 31, 32. I'm not sure. I'll put it on the screen. But I don't care how old he is, actually. He's not better than Luka. He's not better than Luka. He's not nowhere. He's not in Luka's tier. Luka's with Jokic and Giannis. AD's probably below like the KD, Braun, Steph tier. And you're going to trade him for that type of player? I just don't get it with the Mavs, man. They really messed up badly. And this could possibly ruin their franchise. Players might not even want to go here no more. Franchise players, I don't think they're going to get another franchise player. If I'm being real right now, that's probably what they're thinking. We'll probably get another Luka later down the line. We got Dirk. We got Luka. We'll probably get No, it's not happening. It's not. It's just not happening. I don't know why people think like that. Franchise players, they just don't spawn. They don't just spawn out of nowhere. You don't. You guys picked right in the draft. And you got Luka. Well, you know, they traded and all that. But they had Luka. You guys get the point. But this will most likely be my last video about Luka and Anthony Davis. This whole thing, I will never be talking about this again. This will go down as like one of the worst trades in NBA history. Like, just for the Mavs side. Like, giving up your franchise player for Anthony Davis, that's just crazy to me. But the Mavs, they do have a pretty good, decent team, like I said before. And who knows? The goal is to win a championship. The guy, the owner of the Mavs, he said defense wins championships. And AD, he's an all-NBA player, defensive center. And he feels like he can help the team. So, I mean, if you think about it that way, then yeah, this was probably a good trade. But you know, fans, everybody, they know this trade. This was just insane. Kyrie and AD, I want to see how this duo goes. I actually like the duo. I'm not gonna lie. These are two of Braun's ex-sidekicks teaming up, and they have a lot of pressure on them this season. They definitely do have a lot of pressure on them this season. They have to win a championship. Like, it's like this season or next season, they have to win a championship. They have to. I mean, they just do, bro. Luka, he's going to be on the Lakers, and they're going to build that unit around Luka. Luka's their future piece. That's who they're going to build. That's their building block. They're going to build around him and make the best team possible and try to win championships. And I really think that could happen. Luka was just in the finals last year. He literally was. We all watched it. He was just in the finals last year. He carried that team. I won't say he carried that team. Let me not say that. Him and Kyrie, they played alongside each other. And PJ, they had many great pieces. Like, it was a team game. But yes, Luka's the starting piece, though. Like I keep saying, you just don't trade your starting piece, you know? I don't know, man. I know he had a bad finals, but come on, man. He was great in the Western Conference Finals. You're just supposed to run that back. And you guys added Clay. And you guys got like 2 more role players. Like, this team looks good. Once Luka get back on the Mavs, they would have looked good. They would have looked good. They were already like a third, 4th seed already. Like, come on, man. But yeah, man. 6 likes on this video. I'm gonna talk about Fox to the Spurs. And yeah, man, that's it. This is, like I keep saying, it's my last time talking about this. I'm for Mavs fans, I'm broken. I know Mavs fans are broken because I'm a Warriors fan right now. And if they would have traded Curry in 2016, I would be broken as well. Especially after he took this team to the finals, I would be broken as well too. But 6 likes on this video, and I'll be dropping again. Thank you guys, and I'm out. Yeah.